now to just accept and intercede us. And yes. I'll just move the conversation to the squad chat as I forgot to move that over there, but whatever, doesn't matter. And folks, we're back with Operation Plague Star. Still not exactly fond of this event, as it is a repetitious piece of shit, but to be honest, we have a new guest host. Say hello! He is one of my clan members, known as First Koala Bear by PSN ID, as I do not know his real name at this point, but it does not mean much. As we will probably introduce ourselves as time goes on. But for now, let's do this fucking horrible event, as this thing is absolute torture when it comes to the boredom levels, as it's basically the definition of repetition. As it's literally the exact same thing from beginning to end, over and over and over again. And it's not even like there's even bounty the variation in this at all, so it's literally the same mission over and over again. The only real difference is in the rewards that are offered for one NPC afterward. If you want to see the rewards you can gain from this, just go to visit Nakak and you get still one of her two options, and you will see what she will have to offer as the event proceeds, and you can get a lot of things from her. I recommend at least buying at least one of each, to be honest. Although most of you will be just by getting upstanding in the temporary. And I do mean temporary faction, no, syndicate that is set up on her end. So that's pretty much all you need to know. From here on out, it's mostly the same 4 objectives, all in order, and it's gonna hurt. I will be getting more backup as we go, as this is set up public, as we will need people, and there is random number 1. No surprise there. I'm basically gonna be rushing the objectives. You do whatever you do. If I talk over you, don't mention it. It's something I do on habit. But now let's go. Visit Joy Kanzu's explanation, because you'll be hearing it a lot during this event, as it's the exact same speech from time to time and time again. Thrilling, I know. You can probably tell I'm not exactly fond of this event. Nor did I think very kindly of it in my first things. But it does have good rewards, so that is something. As for damage things go, I have my Rhino Prime here. He is not fully modified for this kind of purpose yet, but he will give out some amount of damage buffs, although he is still largely in development hell. I highly recommend ignoring whatever gear comes at us here, but as we should really focus on the objective at hand here. Although you can do the usual see the stuff you want, but I would personally be focusing on the objective itself. And find the Grenier encampment. Yay, this location is, by the way, is randomly generated as far as I can tell, so it will be always different. Although the objective is largely the same. Go into one of these locations, enter said location, and then retrieve the toxic canister, as seen here. And I'm down here already. The other people usually are well ahead of me in this regard, but it does not matter usually. Containers, nothing useful, energy, and ferrite. Ferrite being a resource the clan would have needed at one point, but it's far beyond that point now. And I mean far, far beyond that. So let's see. Poison! Let's see how we get this out of here. Have not completed this objective for.
Toxin secured. Vahek knows what we're up to now.
Yeah, Vahek knows, but Vahek does not able to do much, or is not able to do much about it. As basically it's the same thing over and over and over again. Should have put the elevator down here in the first place. Doesn't really matter. And here we go. You could join Nico Witherspoon, although as you can see, the squad is full right about now. When the randoms leave, we can invite you through the quotas as normal, but for now, we should have to kick out everybody else and re-invite them. So, in a little while, we will invite you onto the squad as a viewer, as we always do with viewers when possible. So do wait your turn. Meanwhile, guest host is surprisingly silent for some reason. It's quite alright. Oh, don't worry about it. It's you. I was basically shit at this point at this event as well, as I hastily had an unfully level 30 Gara, who I just got off the foundry, and things did not go smoothly in the fucking slightest. So I basically got obliterated by the, let's just say, bosses, and things did not go over well, and there was a lot of cursing. By a lot of cursing, I mean I swear like a fucking sailor and complained a lot for nearly 2 fucking hours. That's pretty much the gist of it. And I actually dropped the canister. Usually by habit, I just swapped by Vectus Prime, as I usually just have it equipped. But now it's here.
That machine must finish its work.
Oh, I'm hoping these people will use the infested catalyst or an Eidolon. Whatever the fuck, I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that. See that? And basically, if they do, we'll get to fight 4 bosses, all of which will be differing qualities of difficult. If you ever face Lephantis as a boss, you'll know what to expect, because it's basically a lazy reskin with minor variations on him. And if you can infest the catalyst, go right ahead. Although we will have some trouble afterward, although we will get more standing as it can be used to redeem the rewards afterward when we return to Cetus. And that is basically, once that it's done for that part, then you know basically it is basically one part out of more of the event itself. And it was basically, once you've seen this part of the event from here on out to the end, it is basically the same thing, with just increasing amounts of standing and better rewards until the maximum rank is reached, and then all our rewards are available, and that's basically it. There will be, the only real variation in between will be Vahek's dialogue and cursing at you and taunts, but other than that, it's basically the same thing from beginning to end. Sounds like fun, right? Indeed it does. It is very repetitive, and some people on the forums, or at least one person on the forums agreed before this event arrived on the PC version. Some discussions that was linked in the Warframe wiki agreed that this event is very boring and repetitive. And you know that means it can always be good for this event, don't you? Still, all things considered, this event has a lot of good rewards that you should take advantage of while the event is live. So go right the fuck ahead and claim as much as you can, as you won't be seeing them after the 9 days again, unless the event returns a third time, which is at this point you never know if this event will return or not. So you might as well farm the crap out of this event while the opportunity is here. So we'll have fun with that. Separately, we have only one infected catalyst here. And that thing is over there from the syndicates, but not from... Oh wait, no, that's Focus. My bad. I'm guessing you have the 10-0 teenager unlocked by now, because you probably completed the second reeve, have you not? Yes, I'm talking with you. It's a bit of a minor spoiler if you haven't completed that quest yet, but it will happen pretty much naturally as time goes on. And as usual, I will help you with that, because why the hell not? Just not right now. But right about now, we are just focusing on this. And apparently and now this is the boring objective of Hack the Drone. If you ever played Poe and seen this objective, then you know exactly what to expect, as it's basically, you've seen this a million times before. If not, it is in the circle, locate drone, hack it, and it goes to destination, and then we fight the Lepantis reskin named whatever the fuck its name I can't bother remember, and that will be it. Nico Witherspoon asked what is my PSN ID. It is Relixa. Just as Relixa pretty much everywhere. It's not hard to figure out, as I'm not very creative when it comes to names like that, nor do I really bother changing them, as I do settle on one name at a time. Usually, at least. Although it is a bit ironic considering me say that, as I am relatively creative when it comes to some things. Where the fuck is that drone, I swear? Haha! Found you, you bugger! And I can't interact with it. Thank you, Limbo, for being an asshole. And I literally can't do shit with the drone until now. Right, someone is hacking the fucking bastard by the looks of it. Oh, goody, I think we might have glitched the objective. Oh, nope, there's the prompt. Ah, there we go. No hacking process required, apparently. Just shove the thing in there, and now we follow the road. It is basic. If you've ever seen this objective, you know exactly what to expect. Follow the drone. It is basically a brain-dead objective. Just hope that the drone does not get stuck on stupid shit, and it follows the path to its destination. And afterward, you basically have to do nothing. The only way you can pretty much fail this objective is by by having the drone get stuck on something, and that's about it. As it's stupid easy to defend, as you basically have to do nothing but follow this drone around, if even that, while it automatically reaches its destination. It is quite literally a brain-dead objective, and it requires no skill to complete whatsoever. I'm so not even kidding with this. You can literally have the drone do its own thing. Probably get stuck on something or raped by the next 4 or 5 platoons of Grenier to try ambushing the fucking thing. You should have no problems whatsoever ever protecting this bastard. Also, stay away from the radioactive pimple. Radiation is a bad thing in this game, as it does hurt, and it will fucking kill you, so stay the fuck away from it. No, I'm not kidding either. That thing is radioactive as crap and it won't kill you.
The toxins, peristalsis, antibody production has escalated. Prepare for a massive immune response.
I can see this going well for us. I'm gonna start buffing our damage as soon as that bastard of a boss arrives. For now, no, we probably will... Wait, what? What the hell is it? Oh, they're the infected pods. It's basically just a standard kill anything that fucking moves objective about until every 25%, after which the bosses will start arriving. That's pretty much the gist of it. So kill anything that doesn't look like it'll show you a good time, and that's about the gist of it until boss arrives. That's really about it. And about somewhere around now, a boss should arrive. Or probably a boss should arrive shortly, considering we gave it with a catalyst of some description. So it should arrive usually probably at some point in time. So we did give it... Oh wait, probably because we didn't give the required materials, it probably won't arrive. But I'm not really sure. I haven't done full research on the fact of what caused the thing to arrive, but apparently we would need the other thing as well, instead of the catalyst, to probably trigger the thing to spawn. If it should have spawned, it probably would be here by now for maximal standing. Vehicle is awesome, agreed. And the thing should probably arrive at either 75% or 100%. If it doesn't arrive, it does not arrive because we didn't have the necessary things to make a thing arrive. Well, whatever. Here's your damage buff if you're in range. I am still testing the results of this thing, and I'm adding a few more mods to it just to see how the short duration will be after I'm done modding it correctly for the damage buff. Just to see how much potential it would have and how shitty the effect is. But for now, it is basically just a test. It's not even complete yet because it can't. This thing would need more format to complete. I think the thing might arrive. Oh, there we go. Friendly has arrived. I'm assuming you haven't fought the Lephantis. If you haven't, then it's basically this fucking thing. Although it's here named Hemasite for some reason. And it's basically a reskin of the thing. And it's poorly coded as crap as it's cheering all over the fucking place. It is really obvious. Shoot the obvious plots one thing. Nico, with this one, I will do the onslaught probably at some point, but not right now at least. But you can still join the squad after we are done with this part. And apparently I forgot to buff you guys again. Oh goody, you guys weren't in range. Well, have fun for the next 30 seconds. Oh, so. And that's one part of it that its body did. And basically when it opens up its mouth or whatever the fuck vulnerable spot, shoot it for massive damage. That's really about the gist of this boss. There really isn't a lot else to this guy. Yeah, I know. I really, I'm not surprised you have fought this guy before, because he is basically encountered where getting necro spots or doing the sortie. So when it's unlocked, so no surprise there. It is quite literally a reskin of the exact same boss. Although it has minor differences, but it might as well not have any, because it has very little variation outside of that. Now, good, you are all in range. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm dealing about 1,175 damage per shot on average, but now I'm just waiting for the bastard to open his weak spot again so I can people pot shots at it. And I did not see the number because it was on screen for so long and flying away that I was never able to see it, but whatever. Yay! Here's another damage buff. Hope you're in range. Goody! Guys probably figured out by now that staying in range of the buff is a good idea. Ow! Iron Scan cast. And boss is probably dead now. Be sure to collect the junk key his body leaves behind, as he will give some set event mods only. I don't know if you can get them outside the event. And one of the things that the clan needs. That's really about it. Afterward, you gain standing and you can buy stuff from Nanak. I was confused as crap where that was, but I'm going to show you where Nanak is. And you can receive the reward for the standing thing, and that's it.
During these dark nights, see this as training. Attack will keep you alive.
If you have collected the rest of the junk, I would then have fun with that. And apparently, yeah, there's the one mod. Augur message. Set bonus ability duration and something spent on something. That's really about it. I showed it off briefly, but I didn't really bother reading it out loud. But whatever. I could really be bothered to show the audience what the mod does and things that it does, but honestly, I can just link to the Operation Plague Store in the description, and they can read up on the mods on themselves, to be honest. Personally, I will not be using the mod itself, because you might as well just use better mods that have higher damage output and will require a set bonus. Let's to have specific bonuses. So yeah, they are not useful to me, but some people might have better use for them. Keyword being might. Where the fuck is the exit? Ah, there we go. I'll just mark that for myself. I'll see you at the gate. What? Oh, sure, I got a minute. Why do you ask? Oh, don't worry about it. Heck, I'm just collecting everything that's not nailed down from Poe, and then we head back to the place to see this, and once you're done, I will meet you at the gate, and then I'll show you where Nanak is. I didn't even realize it was that NPC, but until someone else showed it to me, or that it was that NPC in particular, so I was like, oh, it's this girl. Apparently, and I was like, thought it would be a completely different NPC specifically for this event, but I was a bit surprised that it was just a predetermined NPC being used as for the event in itself. Was a bit surprised by that. Oh dear, the other players don't want to leave. Well, I'm here now as well. And now we wait, because this could have been put in one loading screen, but it's not. And And now we roll back in, and Nico Witherspoon, if he loads back in, will join the squad. He's not currently in the stream anymore, presently, I assume, but that's about it. So let's see, Nanak should be, if I remember correctly, in this location. You can just go for the options and fast travel here if you like, but you can alternatively just walk right here if I remember her correct location, and yeah, she is here.
Others have one price for locals and one for off-worlders.
You see the green icon on the map, do you not?
Every time.
Cool. Well, that sounds promising. It will basically be around. You can just press options, fast travel, and select Nakak, and you will basically travel to her, and then you will see. Once interacting with her, you will see the brosewares or operational supply. Operational supply is what you want. At this point, considering the amount of standing you will need, I recommend you just select next title, as you will basically receive a free reward from the selections of the first rank. And yeah, that was basically it. There is 3 ranks apparently: Collaborator, Defender, and Champion. It's basic Syndicate stuff, you know. As you probably know by now. You probably know how Syndicates work by now. Yeah, the choices here are not exactly very great.
Those urns outside doors? Don't drink from them.
Crocodile. That is a fun reason to collect. If I could give you Crocodile, or what the fuck it's pronounced, I could give you a fuck tons of the fucking thing. Because I have way too much of the damn thing, as it's found literally everywhere in Poe. We can go collect more. It's not a hard resource to find. But say when ready, and I will do another round of Plague Star. Cool. I'll just grab a drink. Set this up. Although we'll take a look at the blueprint available from Nanak, as I'm curious to see what the fucking thing requires to strengthen this boss. Up until this point, well, the other missions, other people have basically strengthened the thing with the island Relixa, I'm guessing, blueprint. I have no idea what the thing says. It is a reasonable blueprint. Awesome. So let's see. It requires eradicate, whatever the fuck that is. Crocodile, which I have 628 of 800 of. See, told you it's easy to get. And missile pods, which are also randomly found. Yeah, I know. I could make these, but I would have to go to the foundry to build these bastards myself. So fun. Note to self, build more of those for the next video. For now though, I'm just relying on others to do the thing and basically have them crafted so we can, or bring them along because they want more standing and items from the event. But that's about it. I'll be waiting at the door and to enter Poe yet again. But in the meanwhile, I'll be taking a quick piss break because I think to take a piss. But I will be back shortly. You do you in the meanwhile. Let's see, his PSN ID's Padilla family. I'll invite him to the thing. Let's see, invite Padilla family. Let's see, Padilla family. Let's see. He will be receiving a party invite, and basically 1 moment. And there's 2 of them. That one of them has a number 1 at the end of it, and that's about it. And meanwhile, I'll just invite squad member here. Player name, input Padilla family. come on, fucking, I hate this interface sometimes. Padilla family. Hello, welcome to the stream, viewer.
I will use poison to exterminate the infestation.
Padilla family, let's see.
Work is done.
Padilla family, let's see.
See doom in his plan. For great
And here's your squad invite. Provided nobody doesn't fill the quota in the meanwhile. I'll be taking a quick piss break, so you guys have fun talking with each other.
we know
Or
they
not.
have
I will be back shortly.
stored deep underground. We'll use that. One ill to cure another, eh?
Do things and we'll run back our wise and yeah. And Padilla family is in the squad as usual, and let's see, and everybody else is here, although it does not show up in the on the poll menu here, so then it's basically here. So yeah, whatever. For me, when I do check the options thing, and hello, this is an obvious bug if I've ever seen one. Grass on top of water. Interesting phenomenon. I'll just have to take a brief look at that for you guys, so you would have enjoyed that viewing pleasure, but for now I will ignore it. Should have grabbed the screenshot, however. Although I wouldn't be surprised to see it again.
Of course, maggots seek to burrow.
Heck is hilarious. He's very definition of comic book villain or something like that, and he's pretty hilarious in that regard. Oh, by the way, here's some crocodile that you can find pretty easily. Yes, I literally stumbled about this thing by complete accident, so have fun collecting that. As this thing is literally everywhere in the plains of Eidolon, or as I like to call it, Poe. And if you need any more than that, here is another thing over here that has, naturally it doesn't have more, but it might as well have, because this thing is everywhere.
Two-bit dirt with a mind half an inch wide and a face like a rejected skin. Also would like him to make
Konzu is, I don't like him, but he could use a bit more cursing to add more character to him. As I remembered, I didn't remember at the previous stream, I did mention like he would be better off if he said, hey, something like you, Hunter, needs a fucking snack, eh? I don't know why, but I would like him a lot better, as it would add more personality to him. I don't know why that is. Although I still don't like him regardless, as he's generally an asshat. Although it would add more personality and make him like him a lot more. And here's the same objective again. Exciting, right? Yeah, this event, I wasn't kidding when I said this objective is the thing is very repetitive. It's the exact same objective 4 times in a row. The only variation of being basically, you know, the locations of where it's randomly generated. Aside from the radioactive pimple, I guess, where you arrive last, and that's really much it. Thrilling, I know. I mean, in all its advances of this event, it at least has some random generation. Although I would really hope it wasn't this formulaic and following the same pattern all over again from point A to point B, but that's just me. As variation in this formula would be appreciated, as said the regular pole bounties, and these would have randomly generated objectives in random order, but this one just throws that all out the fucking window, so yeah, not exactly fun in that regard. At least random generation would at least add somewhat limited replay value. I don't know why they didn't add this as an idea, although I can see why they did that, as generally it would be good in the storyline wise, although exciting gameplay and interesting plot development it does not make. As while I don't understand the event being the way it is good design decision plot wise, it is also somewhat makes the event far weaker, as it's, you know, more repetitive, and that is, as you can imagine, it is really boring and tedious to say the least. Oh goody, my eyes are hurting again because I haven't slept well for nearly 2 fucking weeks. Doesn't help that I basically have slept the last 2 nights extremely horribly, yet I'm for some reason in a fairly mellow mood. Why is anyone's fucking guess at this point, considering I wasn't in a good mood earlier today, so figured that the fuck out why I am not in a good mood in particular, as I have no fucking clue why that is. Also, happy Mother's Day, folks. I literally forgot to mention that until now, and that's really about it. I literally slipped my mind twice today, and honestly, considering my memory is barely working as it is, it's not surprised, as my brother and mom did visit earlier today for some fish and ice cream that we ate while we discussed things, and that's really about it. There was one event that also happened in the between with one person in particular, but I won't discuss it at this point. Maybe later. So, if you got anything to talk about right about now, go right the fuck ahead. I guess as we're basically making this shit up as we go, just out of sheer boredom, as this is really it for the event until you get more standing and more rewards for the event, and you might as well just make your own fun for this boredom, as we'll be here for quite a while. And poor Padilla family is either conserving his lives or is just not giving a shit and has not either ran out or is AFK. Either choice is fine by me. Oh goody, now we have to find the drone again. You can probably guess how I feel about finding that fucking drone, don't you? Pro tip, I have almost no good feelings about finding drone. The hardest part about this objective is by far is finding the fucking thing, although 9 times out of 10 I find it by complete accident, so there's at least that. No, I'm not fucking kidding. More often than not, while I do hate to find this thing in this area objective is extremely annoying, I've usually just stumbled upon the thing by complete accident, more often than not. Oh good, it's the same place. Let's just drop this bastard in. Prompt this. There we go. Good, we have a vault. Let's run. Who's the vault, by the way? Ah, you'd. Ah, good, good. I don't remember how to build vault for speed, but it's glad you picked him, as that helps speed this sluggish turd of an event even further. That is actually something I do appreciate quite a lot, as that actually makes this event just that much less painful. So, if you got anything you want to talk about, go right the fuck ahead. I was not fucking kidding, as I've already ran out of things to talk about in about 40 minutes in, as I pretty much discussed everything I had to say about this event last time, and there's really not much I can say in its defense anymore, as I haven't got much to say on this matter anymore. And I didn't even know that you died, but I should have come to revive you, but whatever. I'll be waiting at the radioactive thing, but I do believe we didn't put any catalysts in. Honestly, I'm not surprised, because you're gonna do a squad, but it will make less standing, but whatever. Theoretically, it will make this event pass by quicker, but it's really a question of, do you want to put more effort into fight this boss more to gain more standing, or do you want to have less standing and do this quicker, or basically it's the age-old, you know, no more versus less time investment question. And considering what your squad may be, it can be either an efficient trade of time or a torturous waste of time, considering how people are prepared for this.
Production has escalated. Prepare for a massive immune response.
Now I'm just noticing that right about now that I'm fairly hungry. Preparations should have been done ahead of time. Note to self, get a fucking fan, because it's hot in here. And I already turned the thermostat down, but it is summertime, so what the fuck am I expecting? I'm honestly not expecting a lot from this, by the way. I might as well just grab my bottle of soft drink and start chugging the drink, because I got nothing better to do here. As I can just flick the touchpad right, give a buff to anybody who's in range, and they use the iron skin and basically go AFK temporarily, because I've got nothing better to do here, as this event just drags on and on and on. Although all things considered, I'm still glad this event returned, as apparently our clan didn't receive the reward for it last time I was here, whenever the fuck that was. But at that time, I don't remember doing this event at all, so how we got the reward is anyone's fucking guess at this point, because I don't remember being here during that time. So why we had the reward is probably automatically given, or someone was using my ID at that time, or a friend of mine dragged me all the way over here. But now we're here and doing more work that time. Bit of trivia for you guys. Mayhek is either really boring in his random but repetitive dialogue here, but that's really the only bit of fun you'll be having, as otherwise it's just the same thing over and over and over again, so you might as well make the best of it. Indeed I am, Clan. Boring. This event is boring, and I've got almost nothing to say on this matter, unless you had to be cursing a sailor on this matter, because quite frankly, what the fuck else am I supposed to say about this? I really did have done like half an hour of a stream, probably 2 hours of a stream, and one stream that doesn't have anything to do with this event, but is related to the update itself, and I might as well rename that to a different video, and that's really about it. There is almost nothing, I got almost nothing to talk about in this event, as I pretty much already discussed in depth about everything that this event has to do. There is really, I really got nothing to discuss here. This event is stupid, boring, and simple. At least it has good reward. That's pretty much the only redeeming qualities, aside from a few bits of dialogue and anything else. But aside from that, there is literally not a whole lot to talk about here, as it literally has almost no variation whatsoever, which makes the replay value on this tedious and to say the least. I really don't have anything else to say on this matter. I don't know how you feel about him, Vahek, but he's one of those characters that you either love or hate. Oh, apparently Panino is giving advice. I will not lead the... I will not destroy the pawns then. But I will collect the junk that they drop. Have you collected any crocodile during this time in, you know... pull. Yes, that's what I meant. Oh, this might have some. Let's see. Let's see what this horrible thing has for us. Goody! It has some kind of resource. Irradiate. You will need that later for the event, so I recommend collecting that. I guess I'm having Operation See This Whisper as well when it comes to rewards, as the reward is basically just mostly that's either Kuva or See This Wisp, and basically that's like if I remember the last stream mentioning like some poor sap in the basically when it happened, basically had the same thing when it came to rewards on this event on the Warframe wikis. Actually not the forum, but the event itself. I mean, the poor man, one of my poor bastards had Operation Narrowless and got nothing but Narrowless as a reward. And one poor thing had the same thing, would also occasionally having Operation See This Wisp as getting them as a reward from the event. Pretty hilarious stuff, I know. I don't know about you guys, but I find that fucking hilarious. Operation See This Wisp or Narrowless. That's really good comedy right there. Probably not intended as so, but it's still pretty hilarious. Glad to see I'm having Operation Kuba as a reward here. That's unintentional comedy right at its finest. So we didn't fight the hammer side this time around, but honestly I'm not surprised. And apparently you guys are just coming back to see this. I'm guessing you collected some crocodile along the way, didn't you not? Or whatever the fuck that race is pronounced. I at least hope you do, because if you didn't, well, have fun with collecting more, because you got about 9 days or so to collect more. Not that it's very difficult, you just go around any Gorneo settlement, kill stuff, and break usually a piss yellow container that is basically shaped like a lava lamp, and congratulations, you have some crocodile. As these things are everywhere and are pretty hard to avoid, all things considered. And now we load back into see this because of course we do. And let's see what we got here. Kuva, one other Kuva, but oh, that was I don't know really last time. I was wondering if we had 2 of those. And here's this fucking mod that we saw all over again. Fun. I might as well just use the fast travel feature to go to Nanak just to make, or Nakak, or whatever the fuck her name is. Operational supply.
Price for locals and one for off-worlders. Me? I give you the local price every time.
And I basically had the Nissel pods and the credits and everything to level up to her standing, but I basically don't have the standing amount. I would like to at least have these one part of the each of these all parts of these blueprints available for later use. As I will probably experiment with them later, but beyond that, have no real reason to use them for much of else. Let's see, and probably will buy Fulmination Mod and Sacrifice, a fuck ton of Forma, and basically Radiant Centurium, Hard Nif, and the other resources as time goes on, as I might have use for them. But other than that, I will be, once I have basically Sacrifice, Fulmination, and a few other things, I will primarily be stacking up on Forma with this, as I basically have the Cybertron, Everdaggers, and the other two blueprints for the... Oh wait, I don't have the blueprint for the whatever the hell thing, but the Exodia Epidemic blueprint, but then again I don't really give a fuck, so... But I'll have it anyways. So yeah, what else? Oh yeah, but I'll be back one moment, Corby. I will just go out of Cetus temporarily to make more of these things so that we can buff these mofos up and basically get more standing. Or you can just come along if you want, but I'll be back in Cetus in a little while. I just hoping these bastards of things don't have a super long time to create. It's probably in the miscellaneous tab. Cool. Not in the miscellaneous tab. Where the fuck is this thing then? So it's not considered a key, it's probably a gear. Ah, there we go. Yeah, 1 minute, no surprise there. Well, I might as well craft a few of these, or waste 5 platinum rushing these bastards, but might as well not. So, if you got anything you want to talk about while we're here, or just whatever. I don't really blame you. This event is pretty self-explanatory. And if anybody thinks like, at the audience thinks like, me watching the Eidolon, whatever the fuck, Philaxis build for multiple times during this event is boring and tedious, I would not blame you in the fucking slightest.
In orders, operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to bypass this fault.
Oh no! Oh, don't worry about it. I'm trying to play catch up with this event, as because I Hasty haven't played this event for nearly 2 days. 2 days. Oh, and I built a fucking Spectre by accident. But oh well, it doesn't matter. I don't really need the Ancient Healer Spectre, but it's building now, and I don't give a fuck. So that's sure that. Built the Bucker by complete accident. Although it doesn't, it will serve its purpose later on, but I don't give a fuck. And I'm here by just building a reactor, piling up those bastards, like 37 of them, for no real reason. So now we're in hoarding, and then there's the Octavia chassis I'm building for Mastery Fodder, the Forma that's here, and more of the Eidolon, whatever the fuck you pronounce this thing. I'll basically just build a fuck ton of these things. If these fuckers, I don't remember if these fuckers require missile pods or not, but if they do, fuck my life. Because basically, I will be screwing myself over by if it requires missile pods to be built, because I basically need those for standing, for the maximum rank, and I'm basically shooting myself under my own fucking foot by producing them if I need them, as I will need missile pods in the future. Cool, it basically needs missile pods. So awesome. That's awesome. Well, let's build more of these fuckers. I maybe need like, how many again was it? 10 of missile pods, so I'm not exactly worried. You might as well do the part of the event on the background while you wait, because I will be basically just building these bastards for fuck knows how long. So you might as well make the best of it. That seems like a good choice. So, does anybody got any good stories to share while I wait for these Eidolon things to build? Cause I've got nothing. What part did you find exactly?
The foundry.
What weapon are you talking about in particular? Oh, there's a emitter. I heard that weapon is pretty shitty. If I remember what the emitter is, but I will just basically put it in squad chat temporarily, or just use one of these fucking chats here. Let's see, Zermitter, if I remember correctly. Let's see, Zermitter. It's probably Z. It's probably... if it's the mitter is basically the one that I do very well aware of. Let's see if I tag this badge correctly. Mitter is not a valuable, linkable item. Cool. So let's see, Zermitter. It was with a Z on the thing or not? I don't remember. Yeah, let's see. Linkable item. See, like this. You got that correctly.
Operator, you have
Bastard.
foundry items ready.
Now the Eidolon Flex is ready, so I'll build another one, because of course I do. And check this linkable item while we're here. The emitter. This thing was a piece of crap, to be honest. I mean, it has a critical chance of 10, and a status of 50. About fuck all for puncture and impact, but then again, nobody really cares about those stats. And an extremely high slash. Basically, it's basically just the equivalent of make this into a fucking slash weapon with status and basically add corrosive to the thing if you want to make it even remotely useful. Otherwise, get rid of it as soon as you're done leveling to 30, because it's fucking useless. That's really about it. At least it has high slash, so there's at least that, because everything in this game is basically weak against slash, more or less. As is basically the god tier stat that will fucking obliterate anything here. I mean, every enemy has resistance to it, more or less, but neither can really do anything about it in a large amount, as basically do they take, I don't know, high amounts of damage to it, have a high amount of reduction to it, but that's really about it, because they all take high amounts of damage from it eventually. Or at least some amount of damage that will basically fuck them over. It's basically like corrosive. It's basically a jack of all trades. And apparently Padilla family... but apparently was Padilla said it was at the link. I thought it was you, but oh well. Does not matter. I only now noticed that one, but whatever. And apparently he sent me an invite, but I will not be joining right about now, as people said, build the fucking Eidolon Flaxes. Which fucking granted, because this is what we'll be doing for fuck knows how long until I run out of resources. I don't know until I have like 10 missile pods left, and fuck knows how long that will take. So, yeah. I'm not really taking out of the audience or anything I'm saying, but whatever about this bad preparation by my part or anything. But this is with the equivalent of like, okay, fine, you guys wanted me to build these things, so here's part of the video of me building them, because it is exactly what you guys wanted me to do, so I could do this off stream, but here you go. This is really me building the fucking things for the event and preparing accordingly, because I have too much crap on my hands to build these on my own time, and was occupied with other things, so here you go. Enjoy all of the Eidolon Flaxes, or whatever the fuck this thing is pronounced, building, because this is literally me preparing ahead of time. And I will be basically doing almost nothing else other than this. So make fun of this as you will. The only thing I really have have here to alleviate boredom is basically orders making random quotes.
Foundry has items for you, operator.
Yeah, Orders is very obnoxious sometimes, although it's sometimes very cringeworthy, but some of his quotes are really, really fucking hilarious. Sometimes. It's because, well, Orders basically does have a split personality, sort of. But that is basically because he is modeled after somebody else, let's just say. That person being Orden Karras, apparently. According to the wiki, at least. Don't ask who the fuck Orden Karras is, because it's basically lore things. And I'm not entirely sure. It's also spoilers, I guess, so... Not really sure who the hell Orden Karras is. I'm just really doing nothing else here, but just checking my phone for a few things and turning off the cameras in my house. Or the camera that's plugged into my batteries. No, probably getting rid of those tomorrow, or replacing it with better ones that do not need batteries. But that is about it. Basically just making sure that the things are set to the default values on the phone. Let's see, and that is it. That's really that done. Remove all things here. Oh, goody. There goes the music I was listening to while I went shopping until I came back here to do this thing, but whatever. Oh, well, that's not... Oh! I fucked up there. I thought I was building the island of Flaxus, but instead I forgot to press the correct button to building it. That was completely my fucking stupid fault. And Padilla family, I have 40 of the fucking Flaxus. Sorry guys, I completely wasted everybody's time by totally screwing up the building process of these things. As I really did think I thought I was already producing one, so I apologize for everybody wasting everybody's time on that one. I really thought I was actually building one of these. Turns out I wasn't. Fun. So that adds a little more time to this fucking thing of a thing. And another 5 seconds, and we'll be building another one.
Foundry items can be claimed, operator. Are you pleased?
Now, I only now notice this thing requires like 10 missile pods a pop, so that's fun. And about 20 crocodile, because crocodile is the best resource in this game, apparently. No, crocodile is really not a best resource. Why the fuck did these resources exist? I know exactly why they exist. And that's usually just to waste everybody's time for grinding more resources in Warframe. That's really about it. Because reusing the same assets would have been considered lazy, but then again, PoE itself, it uses a lot of assets such as the mobile defense mode, extermination mode, and basically some other things that I forgot about because my memory is shit at the moment, and amongst other things and other resources. So basically it's already reusing assets, so just like the Lephantis being the Hemicide, that is basically a lazy reskin with no modifications, so yeah. To say both PoE is creative is not kind. Oh sure, I'll give it where credit is due, and it has some creative aspects, like the artistic vision of PoE, the whatever the fuck area of Cetus and whatever the hell, and more things, and the artistic vision and all that. But that's about it. I don't have a lot of appreciation for Cetus and PoE in general, as it's really not my kind of thing or my cup of tea. So it exists. That's all I can really say. It's just not my kind of thing, really. That's really about it. Don't really have much of an opinion on it. Plus, I don't like Grenier and that kind of thing, so yeah, that doesn't help matters. Although it will never get boring hearing the Grenier call you Tenno scum constantly, and apparently I ran out of Erudite. Cool. Wasn't even sure that I didn't have much of those. And I have now sufficient amounts, let's just say, of this thing. I was not expecting to run out of resources by building this fucking thing of a mob, but let's just plop this bastard in here. In case anybody's wondering about the Rhino build, I'll show off a development model right here on screen right about now. These arcade slots I'm probably gonna build with some junk later, but these are basically just it for now. That's really about it.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you. Ha ha.
And I'll basically join for Pada's invite to the game, and failed zone session not found. No surprise there. And I'm just going to see this one because I can't be bothered to select another one. And Padilla family is still here, but hasn't messaged me for a few minutes, and I don't blame him. And I can just add everybody to a squad, and then we go to do things. I'm guessing you guys are either in Poe right about now, or in Cetus waiting around doing nothing. So, I'm assuming you guys are in the same squad or something. Not a huge surprise, honestly. Anyhow, are you in Poe right about now, or are you on Cetus waiting around? Probably not waiting around. Well, I'll see about the friends only menu here, and forget about that thing because I don't have you added through here. And I will just use the fresh koala bear join session and see if it works or not. And now I'm here. I might as well just invite. Let's see. Oh, I forgot I could just do that from here. And Paddy Love family has received the invitation.
I give you coordinates. You go in. You work. Nobody but you comes out. Good.
And here's the thing. So now I'm just waiting for Padilla to either join the squad or whatever. But oh, if you have to leave, then by all means, you leave. I'll pick up where you left off and continue to stream for about a while. But if you want to leave right about now, go right ahead. If you can join again through whenever the fuck you want. But beyond that, I'm just gonna be here for doing my thing with the thing. I'm guessing you'll be probably leaving right about now or later on. Fair enough, you do that. I will be here and basically going to do the thing. Padilla family will receive another invite. And that's nah. But you know what? Fuck it. I might as well just join. Alright, I don't have him added through here. Let's just check the friends tab real quickly. And he has added a friend here, so I will do that. Friend request confirmed. And now he's to be added over here, and he's in the place I lawn. Join session, and session is full. No surprise there. You do you. You can stay in the party chat if you like, or you can do your own thing, and I will be doing my thing with the event, but honestly, I don't blame you for doing your whole thing. Yeah, I will see you later there as well. Bye for now. Good man, that quest Koala Bear. And I will just, you know, go to Poe again and message Padilla family when necessary. Or actually, I will just talk here, and he is basically gonna do his thing, and I'll probably just talk with him like this, and he'll probably message me back. Although I'll probably just give him an invite to Poe so he can join through there when at his earliest convenience. And I only now realize I should have said the damn thing to, you know, friends only until then, at the very least. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Not right now, at least. He can probably join later on, or when he's in Cetus at his earliest convenience. Yeah, I should have, but yeah, I do admit I should have prepared these things well ahead of time, but oh well. So, where's the randomly... Oh, right. The bounty itself. I forgot guest host kind of voted that out by canceling the vote. Silly me. Well, time to go pick up that again. I literally forgot about that entirely. One moment where we will waste a bit of time. And leave squad. This squad member, so this I do not need him in the squad. But whatever. At least I got something right. Did not that I needed. So yeah. Pick up bounty, and that's really about it. And we already seen the infested thing dialogue, so here's the Playstar Opera. So let's briefly visit Nanakwala before I go there, just to confirm what and memorize the resource I need. Operation Supply. Yeah, this was definitely a missile pod, so I was correct. It was either irradiate or whatever the fuck it's called, or crocodile, and that's really about it. But I did not remember which it was. Ah, yeah, it was not. It was not. I was used to being the top left bar there that votes so that it being well ready for things. So yeah, I pretty much forgot about that. Was so used to seeing it in the top left corner. So I was a bit confused when I didn't see it. Fair preferences are a bit of a fun thing. It's not a preference, is it? Whatever. Meanwhile, I was messing with the cable around with it, I got nothing better to do. And now we wait and enter Poe again with the thing. I'll be waiting for a reply from Padilla family upon when he's ready for another invite, or when the timing aligns properly, and I'll invite him to the squad. That's as usual. I might as well check out his friend request and... Oh! One wave left. Cool. I might as well review his friend request on the beta, because multitasking soon. Oh, it's basically Operation Kuva again. Might as well check this out real briefly. Connecting to PSN. No surprise there. Friend request, let's see. Part of a family.
Use it to prepare the toxin.
Let's see. Yes, except usually the order was already set by default, so here we go for easy convenience.
Clear out the area so we can use it.
And he's basically in my party, creatively named Relixa's party. Creative, I know. I really bother with using the actual names for these fucking things that I just do go like Relixa's party. Although I do appreciate when people create their own parties for this purpose, best or just make funny names at it, and whatever.
Keep them away, Shepard. That machine must finish its work.
And I don't really bother making do a lot of work to collect these pieces of rock here, but I was like, you know what? If I'm just gonna pass by the rock and I notice it's there, I might as well take the opportunity to mine the crap out of the thing. Sure, I don't need the resource right now, but it's good to have for future use. Just that I'm a hoarder, so might respond well. Hence why I have so much of fucking missile pods, crocodile, and a lot of the one resource apparently. Oh, goody! Now the other squad has put in the infested catalyst and Relaxis, I think. I'm not really sure. I might as well just make a fucking reference to the video game developer Firaxis. Just what? You know what? Fucking might as well. I already mentioned their name, so might as well. Although, fuck me if I can tell you who Firaxis the developer was. Although, if I remember correctly, it was probably the developers that created that XCOM something, but I don't remember at all. But I'm not entirely sure. But if memory says yes on that fact, but I'm not entirely sure. Helios sure likes scanning things, doesn't he? And Potato Family is done apparently, but I'm still on defended timer thing. So there's that. Could lead the squad in mid of time and invite him over. But I might as well wait until the objective is at the very least completed. But whatever. And apparently my eyes hurt again because I haven't slept well. I remember mentioning that already. And here's more focus, because fuck knows how much focus you need in this game. Now that I think about it, I'll give maybe a bunch of fun fact of trivia on focus. Out of sheer boredom, when I had the thing reinserted and basically had like 2 lenses on things, I haven't really bothered putting Zenric on most of the things yet. I basically went out of my way to basically do, you know, put the fucking thing of 400,000 approximately of, or 400k of, you know, Zenric all in, you know, what was it again exactly? I didn't put in any skills, but I did put in the capacity, or what the fuck it's called, and just dumped it all in there out of sheer boredom, as I didn't really feel like leveling up that later. Yep, I did put like a lot of it into the whatever the fuck things that I name I can't remember. But that's just me at least. I will do stuff with it later, but right about now, just don't really care to customize it. I'm just really glad that I bothered, you know, doing the actual work to, you know, do the thing with the thing. And get the trophy for it on PSN for maximizing it early. Because fuck knows how long it will take right about now in its current incarnation. With all the quills and all the other bullshit. I'm glad I was smart and got that trophy for personal reasons. A lot ahead of time, as I would probably hate life right about now if I hadn't. That was a smart move. Oh, by the way, I should just lead this squad and invite Padilla over. Ooh, fuck. Host migration in progress. Oh dear. But wait, if it's host migration, then fuck it. Well, Padilla, here's your invite.
Your drone will serve as an actual delivery system.
Oh good, unable to join. Objective has been completed. That was not a smart move. Well, lesson learned there. Well, this is gonna hurt. And this is why you do not leave squad and see this. I mean, Poe. Was not a smart move, that one. Padilla will probably, I assume, will wait a while. I guess, but then again, I should have just waited for him. Stupid move, that one. Well, this is gonna be fun. Fighting these 4 bastards alone. It is, I could re-invite, but it gives you this the unable to join, the objective has been completed. That error message, basically because the objective has fucked me over. Yeah, that's really about it. Oh, apparently he invited me to a game. But I cannot view the invite from here. Goody, more good here. I might as well just abort mission temporarily. And go to see this and just accept his invite. But whatever. Ooh, oh, almost had a bit of an accident while taking a bottle. Before I do, oh, failed to join session not found. And no surprise there. I'll just go faster to not actually say check the standing was saved. It wasn't saved, was it? Cool, it's probably a bit more than it was. And I'll join the invite from Padilla. And apparently he sent like 2 of the fucking things. And I'll decline the other invite. And oh, that's see this earth. Friend, let's not do that right about now. Decline. As we need to vote from bounties from here.
Shola. You pay me in red.
Commission's gonna in progress for the squad. Burner's body's gonna be chosen at this time. You basically have to select the thing from Konzu, go to bounties and there we go. Place the Plague Star.
One more off the docket.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? But why is it voting Cetus Earth? We are in Cetus. What the fuck is this shit? That's super weird. Cool. Let's just re-invite Padilla over. That is a fucking bug if I ever seen one. Then again, the other name for this game is Warframe, so I'm not surprised.
Rightio. See you soon.
I'll be.
The infestation. I was beginning to think.
I thought it was aborted, but apparently it was not. Meanwhile, while this fucking thing loads, I'll be taking a quick piss because why the fuck not?
I need you to take Vehek's
Because
oxen.
you know,
Seal the
this thing. So I'll be back shortly. We'll take about not long. 2 minutes give or take. Be right back, folks.
First Vehek thinks, I will let this plague run wild over Cetus. Then he thinks, I will use poison to exterminate the infestation once its work is done. The Quills see doom in his plan. For Grenier and Ostron alike, the boil needs to be destroyed now, before it becomes unstoppable. We know Vehek has Thrax toxin stored deep underground. We'll use that. One ill to cure another, eh?
I fucking hate this sofa. I'm not even gonna bother resetting it. Then I'm just gonna contradict myself and reset the sofa at about 2 seconds later, to be honest. You know what, might as well let it stay the way it is. Although, reason why I probably do reset it every so often, in case you guys don't remember, it hurts my back being the way it is, because, quite frankly, could show you, but it basically has thing right about here, and the thing is basically sinking into itself, because piece of shit sofa, and because it's basically a sofa that can be used to sleep properly, and because it's basically a sofa bed, or whatever the fuck it's called, that can be transformed to a sofa. It does a fucking terrible job at it, because it's hard as crap in one part, and soft in the one part, and that was not a penis joke, and so, yeah, it's basically, that is the thing about it, the whole thing. So that's about it. The thing is, a really shitty sofa, it sinks into itself, and because the back part of this sofa is hard, made out of rough material, out of whatever the fuck, possibly wood, I'm guessing. And basically, extending a period of time as this piece of crap of a sofa sinks into itself, having the back placed against it, as you can feel, probably can imagine, is not comfortable. And it starts to basically over time cause back pains. Or cause at least a uncomfortable feeling on the back. Hence why I'm probably the only person in existence outside of the random crap that's on a sofa that I almost always put there. And about this being a broken shit that should be burnt at the stake. Nobody likes sitting on the sofa. And honestly, I do not fucking blame anybody for avoiding this sofa. It is a complete piece of crap that will be replaced when I have enough funds to do so. Right now is not the fun to do so.
The mixer is inside that vault. Clear out the area so we can use it.
And there's another resource I will collect because it's nearby. Putting in no effort to try to get this thing. I really don't care. Oh sure, I can collect more of the resources by being more efficient at it. But then again, these controls are not exactly good for this mining process to begin with. Oh sure, I could be accurate and basically, you know, no, put effort into getting these resources. But then again, while I do enjoy the mining process, it is like I was really said last time, and very annoying process of cold and hot warm thing of or whatever, where basically just guesswork of someone giving you a hint that warmer if you're getting closer, and colder or whatever the fuck if you getting further away from it. And quite frankly, as much as some people might enjoy that game, I do not. And I probably mentioned it last stream, but the better version of the cutter, the basically the good version, basically apparently what I read on the wiki, has basically detecting capabilities on it in the mini-map, which by the time I read about that, I was like, then why the fuck would you put that in the final version of that tool? Why the fuck would does a basic feature like this need to be a fucking upgrade in the tool? I mean, it makes no sense why it is the way it is, as it would be far more helpful being as a regular feature in the tool itself, which makes no sense being where it is. Then again, I am not a video game developer, so what the fuck do I know? I just know it's a fucking stupid idea that I put it there, as it basically exists as it's basically the equivalent of adding an animal instinct without the modding capability to a thing, but by making you work for the damn thing instead of you actually have the freedom to customize, which is basically a bit more contradictory, as well as Warframe is pretty much all about the customization, especially with Citizen Poe, which is ironic considering we cannot customize the tools in its upgrade. Oh, and and a good thing what reminded me about putting the things in. Although I do not know how to put the damn thing in there. See, I would put it in there, put in the thing in the thing, but I do not know how. If I had a clear button prompt or something, or knew how to put the thing in there, then I would put it in there. As I did try the weapon wheel with this one, it is here, but quite literally, this shit is more complex than it needs to be. As quite frankly, it should be nothing more than a prompt on the damn thing and be placeable through there. Neo Z1 relic. Let's see. Actually, let's drop this fucking thing so someone can pick it up. I'll just put it here. Neo Z1 relic. Why do we need the relic part in this bit? Will tag this correctly when Neo Z is more than sufficient? Is anybody's fucking guess at this point.
Drone located. Hack in and insert the Thrax toxin. I'll step toward the boil.
Basically, it's Zephyrine blueprint. That is good, I suppose. Although I do think that if they actually start adding more vaulted relics in this game, or that's by thinking about a circulation, and the only really thing I could see as a working workaround around these shitty prime vault idea is basically by adding them to Poe as random rewards as motivation or something to go pick them up from there. Or basically by creating new relics that have the same bolted items in them, so just so they can be gained from them at random, like just compiling them to them for possible redistribution of bolted items later on. because the prime bolt and unbolting is basically a stupid idea in my honest opinion. Because it's basically creating a unsustainable economy market. And it doesn't take a genius to figure out that market will crash eventually, as it's basically supporting scalpers. As basically everybody will just hoard the relics that they are gained from, and by the time they are unbolted for a period of time, everybody will farm the crap out of them, and basically just stockpile them, and then, or possibly just try and gain a little more prime gear then, and demand outrageous prices for them. Because supply and demand. Really simple stuff, economy stuff. If they actually did something to counteract this, well, then that would not be fine. Because if they gave alternative ways outside of that to gain them via outside of bolted relics, that would be a smart idea. The game bolted stuff. The problem with that is, D likes money a lot apparently, because quite frankly, it is by very well known at this point through the Prime Access program, amongst other things, and most notably, you know, the unbolting process, which was basically a pure stroke of genius, and by genius I mean sarcastically mean a fucking dumbass of an idea for basically them to milk more money out of their fan base. Because, let's be honest, they can basically double down on the fact that they have sold the Prime Access once and then keep adding them to the existing unbolting pack for more packs that basically contain the cosmetics and primes and related gear all over again, basically giving the players the chance that they did not buy them initially, or buy to just rebuy them. For people like me who have bought Prime Access before in the past, this is basically a dickish move, as there's basically no way to obtain them in-game otherwise. This is especially true with the cosmetics. And apparently Padilla left for some reason, but I don't know why that is. It's but I do generally disagree with the fact of the Prime Access thing is to be buyable with proper currency afterward, but whatever. That's just me. While I do like Warframe, or used to like it quite a lot, it is basically turned from the game I love to the game I hated quite a lot. And the unbolting process and revolting process and the Prime Vault is honestly a stupid idea. I mean, it's basic economy 101 here, or 101 here, basically, as it is a really simple way just to sell platinum and prime gear and cosmetics, this and icons. Quite honestly, if you ask me, the cosmetics should be the only one to be included in the pack to be able to buy them, profile icons and everything. At least on PSN. Yet for some stupid reason they compiled them into the same fucking pack. Which basically means, or by same pack I basically mean they compile them into the Prime Access regular pack where you get the Warframes and whatever the fuck else that can come in instead of the cosmetics. Hence by, you know, profile icons like this right here. And as you can probably imagine, that is not a fun idea.
We're all in this one together, you have not won, maggots.
I mean, why they thought that adding Prime profile versions of existing profile icons in the pack itself that is not the cosmetic pack, because there's an actual accessories pack that you have to pay separately for, which is pretty much fine paying for cosmetics in that regard, although they still should be free, is basically an idea that I do not agree with it. And to criticize them for that fact, it would be better if they just, you know, lump the profile icons in. into the same pack with the accessories, as that's exactly where it fucking belongs, not the regular Prime Access pack. And as you guys have figured out by now, I do resolve resentment for that business strategy. As not helping matters is me buying former poorly buying Prime Access and wasting way too much money on this fucking game that I care counting. And then there's the Prime Multiverse itself, but while it's a fair program itself, the unbolting whether you actually rebuy the things. Problem is, with that is, if you bought previous Prime Access before, or like collecting more Prime Warframes like I do, then you run into the fun little, and I mean fun little problem of basically, hey, now you got the Prime weapons, Warframes, and everything else that's included, and now if you want the cosmetics, or fuck help you, fucking some other stuff that came in the pack that is re-available now you basically had to repay for these items all over again, and get an additional copy of these things, items that you do not want or need, all over again, because you already have them, and basically do have them take up space, or sell them, and that's about it. It is really a stupid idea. I mean, if they just had the separated pack for these things, so that you won't have to pay for the same things you already own twice, or if you bought them through the main game, that because why the fuck not? It's basically a really dumb move. I would appreciate it if they separated the packs between each other, and quite honestly, it's something that should be done in the first place. It's even gotten so bad that basically they themselves apparently have gone on record about asking about how the fuck do they want to pay for cosmetics, because let's face it, Warframe is fucking dying as a video game. I mean, Raid Chat has almost no population, Recruitment Chat has almost no population on the EU servers, and Region is probably the most popular place, and has fluctuating amounts of players at different hours. It is not doing well in the fucking slightest. 5 years ongoing and it's still going, and the population is nearly dead. It's not a good thing for the game. This game is about 5 years old, and it's basically like a fucking experiment that has run its course already. And quite honestly, that is a real shame. Does not help matters that Warframe's developers, the Digital Extremes, were quite literally bought out by apparently a Chinese company. And basically, I do not remember the exact date, but I do remember it was in 2016, according to Google results. And I don't remember if it was exactly a Chinese company or not, but apparently I do remember them being bought out by a company. There we go. I had to press the button again because buggy piece of crap. I mean, really, at this point, because I have nothing else to talk about, I might as well turn things into a commentary against the. But then again, I do just disagree with the design decisions at this point. If you ask me where the downfall of Warframe really added what? Whatever the downfall of Warframe really began, I can only trace the what I've considered to be the change where things went from good to shit is basically Nata. Nata was a quest that I did not like, and it basically marked a new direction of Warframe ever since. Because quite frankly, Warframe has changed from being primarily a massive multiplayer online MMO, although people will argue with me about the definition, although I've just classified it as MMO because why not? Because why the hell not? Although people will question the fact of that it being an MMO and argue with hell and back, and frankly I do not care about that fact because I just can't be bothered to get a proper definition for it. But yeah, that's about it, really. And probably I had more to say there, but memory had a bit of problems remembering that fact.
Those devices draw energy from both bodies.
So, trying to remember what I was talking about here earlier. Although, yeah, probably the MMO part, but being an online game. You know, yes, now I remember. So basically, it has turned from, you know, a classical, massively multiplayer online game, MMO for short, into primarily more and more and more into a less of a multiplayer game, into basically really a single player experience of quests in an MMO in single player form. And quite frankly, that is very disappointing. I mean, you can tell that this game is on creative bankruptcy at this point, when the former quests that were good and not shit, aka the early quests in parts of the game that I really liked in its primitiveness, has turned from into something quest quality that I do not like. Oh sure, I will say that basically the second dream is one of my favorite quests of all time, but it's also one of the last quests that I really enjoyed afterward. As afterward, it was clear that this game was going nowhere near back in the direction where it was. And quite frankly, why this game decided to be maybe more immersive in the you know, in the whole single player thing. I mean, yeah, I get that they wanted to do something with it. I don't really know what, but this could have been all done with, you know, multiple implementation, so that people could help boost the quests. Why they thought adding immersion factor and cutscenes with, you know, single player only parts into the thing is anyone's fucking guess. As quite frankly, it seems very stupid of an idea. I mean, yeah, I get that you want to give it immersive and all that, and have it be more gameplay focused, but to be honest, I would just rather they make this game into a working game proper, instead of not building upon a forever-ending beta that will ultimately die a slow and painful death. That is something while I am not glad to see that, it's basically something, because I have history with Warframe, it wasn't taken into consideration. Because frankly, this game is on its last legs. I mean, if you want to see a perfect example of what the road that's going down as an MMO right about now, despite the people that support the game clearly stating that it's more, they do not know any better than it is, it's basically, you know, it's more popular than ever and not dying at all. It's basically the point of like, no, it really is dying at this point. The population is usually an all-time low at this point, and only sees this apparently spike usually when basically new updates or events are added. But beyond that, basically the whole thing is not great. Population is pretty much dead at this point. Oh, probably have 8 now. That's strange. It's probably just having a boom stock, to be honest. I mean, why do I say the game Warframe is dying as a game, to be honest? It's quite frankly only proven fact, apparently. Although I do use RexDev as a source, because I've heard that more about him for the less kind side of Warframe. Apparently by him being banned for, you know, for using accounts to buy platinum coupons, something which I do not agree with. And yeah, that is basically a cheap way to get platinum by abusing the login reward system. on PC to get more coupons. Well, for that is generally not a good idea in the first place, but apparently, from what I've heard, although I do not confirm this myself, apparently, well, you know, apparently it's gotten to the point where even when founder players in Warframe have started selling off their accounts on PC, and just basically anybody found in possession of that sold accounts are basically being banned for it, which is already never a good sign, as these are the people who paid for Warframe and basically supported the game before it even came out. And you know that's not a good sign when even the original founders of the game are not happy and selling their account. You know that's never a good sign. Ever. Although, I cannot confirm whether this is true or not, but this is what I have hearsay from Rexdev's video. And whenever I had further evidence on this kind of thing, account selling, it will be reliable, then I could just use it as an accurate source. And apparently, what I remember from Rexdev's video, or the one that I really watched from his channel, about the fact that there's a lot of information I have not watched on his commentary on Warframe, or things about when he's talking against the game. That really helped. When I found out about that, it basically changed my perspective on Warframe, I think, forever. Because quite frankly, that was not something I wanted to hear about this game. Although, considering my already, at the time, wavering loyalty in this game already being the way it is, it did not reinforce the good feelings about this game at all. So basically, my feelings turned from good to extremely negative very quickly, as I already was dissatisfied with me in the first place, but about the things that how they would basically not be willing to unban Rexdev, and honestly, I do not blame the fact, because basically hoarding clapback and coupons via login is a stupid idea in itself already, and it's sort of a punishment. But to the extent they went then that apparently went to as far as I can know that he basically contacted the developers for a long time, and with no response until I don't remember who of them apparently told them that they're unbanning him, but if they ever hear from him again, they're basically perma-banning him for good that time. Which, considering how D does not ban players in general, at least the bans are not public knowledge, or basically are not punished for basically anything, that is also not very promising. Which gives a bad reputation to D. And it's really at this point in time, I basically got not much else on Warframe to say at this point. It's basically an experiment that has run its course. It will basically suffer the same fate, most likely, as other MMOs, or as I would like to call it, the infamous PlayStation Home. A forever beta that will be closed eventually, when they will continue its course. And if you guys have been on a long-term PlayStation use like I am, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. As it was basically a product that never got out of beta, and basically was, for all intents and purposes, as well, if you know PlayStation Home, I don't really know how to describe it properly, but it was basically a community that had beta features, amongst other things, about basically create a character, have a house, do stuff, play video games, and probably they had a trophy patch later on, amongst other things. But by the time that all happened, I had not played it a lot, as I generally lost interest. Basically, it was if you know Second Life at all as a feature, it was basically that in PSN form. Now, I don't remember exactly how long that thing lasted, although if I remember correctly, it was either 8 or 7 years. Forever in a beta, and basically being deleted off the servers of Sony on PS3 and for permanently shutting down and basically being in permanent beta status. As officially, Warframe is basically the same problem, but probably not as controversial, I guess. And basically, I do predict that Warframe will probably have the same state and eventually just die off a slow death eventually of shutting down, basically with the same fashion, basically with forever remaining a beta and never being fully completed. I really just wonder how long this game has as a lifespan left, as it is very clear from the get-go that DS has officially run out of ideas, and they are running into the ground, as was evident by the War Within's lack of creativity, quality control, and generally a lot of things I do not find positive about this game in general. But then again, when you sort of radically changes from one to another and the so-called change process begins, then you start to run into some problems. And I have noticed this phenomenon with other things as well. Most notably with YouTubers. See the examples of Bennett the Sage Anime Abandoned, for the early episodes until one friend of mine helped pinpoint where that change began for him and how his style shifted until it was basically permanent and got to the point of what it currently is. Basically after the point of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Now I don't really remember exactly what to describe it, as one of my friends really described it a lot better than I could. But basically, if you compare his earlier Anime Abandoned episodes to stuff and near the point where until the point where the end is Evangelion and afterward, you'll notice a significant change. A change that basically, at that point, I have followed Bennett Sage for many years as that kind of that kind of glasses viewer, but basically after that point, I did tolerate his style for a little while, hoping it would go change for the better and would go in basically in a similar direction. But I knew that basically it was not going to happen. After a while, I don't remember the episode, I just stopped basically watching his content. And basically, if you want to case worst case scenario, it's an example of what would happen in this regard if you want to see how the change can affect content creators. See Spoonie as a perfect example, or the Spoonie one, or the Spoonie experiment, whatever you want to call him, as an example of what the worst case scenario is, especially if you know what Ed is. And that's really the same path I see Warframe going down that. As while I do not consider the change to be a good thing, because I'm a purist, I do consider that hoping that Warframe can probably change for the better again, but I know it's not happening. So out of sheer boredom, I got nothing else to talk about in that regard, and I've completely forgotten about the other things while in the background. I probably will eat something and be back with this event sooner or later, but for now though, folks, I've got very little to say on this one. As, yeah, this basically turned into a commentary about Warframe because I had nothing else to talk about, so I might as well just lump it here out of sheer boredom because I got nothing else to do. I probably do have more to say on it, in fact. But really, I'm just really currently observing the progress of its slow demise of Warframe. And seeing how slowly the game will eventually die off. And quite frankly, I have predicted that the game has about give or take a year or less less than its lifespan until at most a year before it will probably be at the point of the server might will be shut down, and at which point this game will probably, or if it doesn't shut down, the population will be to the point where it might as well be a dead online game. I mean, even if the servers are alive and the lights are on, it'll be the equivalent of nobody's fucking home, nobody's fucking playing it, and if the servers cost it, build the point until people just finally decide, screw this is not worth the effort, and basically decide to shut the product down for good. Although I could continue down this road, Warframe has, what I have also read about the damn subscription model, so it's what about, now that I remember more facts about this. Apparently what I've seen, the active subscriber amount is something that D does not like talking about for some reason, as they like to tell you the information from through, you know, whatever the fuck. They have a high amount of subscribers to play, and they have a large player base. What they don't tell you is the active amount of these players that remains, because they really want to give the false impression that this game is still alive, even though it isn't. Because it's very clear that this game is dying a slow and painful death. But that's just me at the very least. Or at least that's what I've read online or remember hearing. While I cannot confirm this information myself, it is more or less confirmed by the fact that if you've played this game for as long as I have, then you will notice that the population of Warframe has dropped significantly over the years. Hence why the fact trade chat and recruitment chat, at least on the EU side, and read chat, has basically a significantly smaller population than it used to have. Which basically supports the theory that basically a lot of people are just leaving in droves, despite its niche status as an ever-growing popularity. And that's really all I've got to say on the matter at this point. I could really tell you more about the situation, but I really don't have much else to talk about, and I do want to cut the stream short off early, and basically, you know, eat something because I'm fucking hungry. Because 2 hours about now for this thing seems to be acceptable at this point. At least I feel it's acceptable. I don't know about you guys, but I need something to eat. I will probably be back with this stream, probably again with nothing else. But for now, though, I will probably not.
Others have one price for locals and one for off-worlders. Me? I give you the local price every time.
I was gonna buy a Forma here at the very least, but apparently I do not have enough standing. Fuck, this is tedious. Well, whatever, folks. I will see. No, fuck.
Buy 3 bags of...
My droppings? What? This for my droppings? What? What the fuck? Screw it. You know what, folks? I'll be back probably with this event later on. Who am I fucking kidding? I probably won't be. But to be honest, if you guys really want to see another video about this topic on the, you know, Poe and Cetus, or basically, you know, what was it again? Planes Operation Plague Star returns, then by all means, just leave a comment or something, just so they can give me feedback and then tell me if you guys want to see this fucking thing more or less. Or alternatively, just leave it and upvote or whatever the fuck, or downvote. Don't really give a fuck if you do. But I will just use that information to gauge if you guys want to see more of this. Although personally, I doubt I'll be making more content on this at this point. Because basically I've already had more than enough on to say on this matter on Operation Plague Star Returns. And quite frankly, I've got more to do on this event and do other stuff with it, so for now, folks, I am Relixa, and I will see you later. Bye for now. When the fuck did this video become a fucking commentary on Warframe? Fuck's sake.